Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe my channel. In this video we will talk about top 10 places to visit in Japan. So make sure to watch the full video. 1. Tokyo. Tokyo is a city forever reaching into the future, pushing the boundaries of what's possible on densely populated, earthquake-prone land, adding ever taller, sleeker structures. It's Japan's top spot for contemporary art and architecture, pop culture, shopping, drinking and entertainment, and a tie with Kyoto for dining. But more than any one site, it's the city itself that enchants visitors. It's a sprawling, organic thing, stretching as far as the eye can see. Always changing and with a diverse collection of neighborhoods, no two experiences of Tokyo are ever the same. Tickets for sumo, kabuki and Giants baseball games usually go on sale 1 to 2 months in advance. The Imperial Palace and Ghibli Museum are other popular attractions that require prior planning. One of the world's most modern cities in terms of its infrastructure and design, due largely to the 1923 earthquake and the devastation of World War II. Fortunately, it's also one of the easiest to get around thanks to its superb rail and subway networks. The cultural side of Tokyo is famous for its numerous things to do and top attractions, including museums, festivals, internationally noted cuisine, and professional sports clubs. It's also a city rich in music and theater, with numerous venues featuring everything from Japanese modern dramas to symphony orchestras and pop and rock concerts. 2. Kyoto. Kyoto, Japan's imperial capital for 1,000 years, is home to more than 1,000 temples. Among them are the monumental, like Kinkakuji, an exquisite pavilion sheathed entirely in gold leaf, and the meditative, like Ryoanji, with its stark Zen rock garden. And temples are only the start of it. There's the culture of tea, which you can appreciate at one of the city's many elegant tea houses, the art of the geisha, those iconic performers of traditional music and dance. Your Kyoto travel itinerary should include seeing non-touristy sites, too. These should include the many examples of its centuries-old architecture, much of it influenced by Buddhism, which can still be seen in the splendid temples located in the quieter. Kyoto continues to play an important role in Japanese religion, with 30 of the city's temples still serving as centers of various Buddhist sects, along with some 200 Shinto shrines within the city limits. All told, UNESCO World Heritage Site status has been designated to 17 historic buildings in Kyoto. 3. Naoshima. Naoshima is one of Japan's great success stories, a rural island on the verge of becoming a ghost town, now a world-class center for contemporary art. Many of Japan's most lauded architects have contributed structures, including museums, a boutique hotel and even a bathhouse. The resulting blend of avant-garde and rural Japan is captivating. It has also inspired some Japanese to pursue a slower life outside the big cities, relocating to Naoshima to open cafes and inns. Try to plan your visit during one of the 3 exhibitions of the Sotochi Triennale Festival, which happens during the spring, summer and fall every 3 years, the most recent occurring in 2022. Naoshima hosts various art, drama, music and dance events that make this festival so special. 4. Mount Fuji. Even from a distance, Mount Fuji will take your breath away. Close up, the perfectly symmetrical cone of Japan's highest peak is nothing short of awesome. Dawn from the summit? Pure magic. Fuji-san is among Japan's most revered and timeless attractions. Hundreds of thousands of people climb it every year, continuing a centuries-old tradition of pilgrimages up the sacred volcano. Those who'd rather search for picture-perfect views from the less daunting peaks nearby can follow in the steps of Japan's most famous painters and poets. The best time to climb Mount Fuji is during its official season, starting July 1st and through mid-September, to avoid the rainy season and snowfall. Always check for typhoon warnings before hiking in Japan. 5. Hiroshima. Hiroshima today is a forward-thinking city with attractive, leafy boulevards. It's not until you visit the Peace Memorial Museum that the true extent of human tragedy wreaked by the atomic bomb becomes vividly clear. A visit here is a heartbreaking, important history lesson. The park around the museum, much of which was designed by Japan's great modernist architect Tange Kenzo, offers many opportunities for reflection. But the city's spirit of determination, as well as its food, will ensure that you'll have good memories to take with you when you leave. A must-see when visiting Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park is the Peace Memorial Museum with its many chilling displays focusing on the atomic bombing of the city. Comprised of 2 rather starkly designed modern buildings, the museum contains numerous graphic exhibits conveying the terrible reality of the atomic bombing. 6. Yakushima. Yakushima, a small island off the coast of southern Kyushu, is often described as magical, enchanting, otherworldly even. It's a place where words fail, and clichés step in. Home to some of Japan's last primeval forests, you'll find the Yakusugi, an ancient cedar native to the island whose giant roots form alien tentacles. Hiking trails underneath them cover craggy terrain, often fuzzy with moss. The landscape here is believed to have inspired the iconic Studio Ghibli animated film Princess Mononoke. When you're not hiking, stop by the Yakusugi Museum to learn more about the importance of Yakusugi, or Japanese cedar trees, to the islanders of Yakushima. An English audio guide is available. 7. Koyasan. Riding the funicular up to the sacred Buddhist monastic complex of Koyasan feels, appropriately, like ascending to another world. There are over 100 temples here, the highlight of which is Oku no In, where paths weave their way among towering cryptomeria trees. Other temples offer a different experience, the chance to spend the night, dine on traditional vegetarian Buddhist cuisine and wake up early for morning meditation with the resident monks. Though Japanese temples and shrines do not have established dress codes, visitors are expected to stay relatively quiet in these sacred spaces. 8. Okinawa and the Southern Islands. Okinawa and the Southwest Islands offer a totally different experience from the rest of Japan. This semi-tropical archipelago forms an arch between Kyushu and Taiwan. Until annexed by Japan in the 19th century, they formed their own kingdom, the Ryukyu Empire, and the cultural differences are apparent in everything down to the architecture and food. This is where you'll find Japan's best beaches, like those on the Yaeyama Islands and the Kerama Islands, with sugar white sand fringed with palms and turquoise waters. Bask in the sun, or snorkel and scuba dive. 9. Osaka. Tokyo doesn't nab all the superlatives when it comes to urban experiences. Osaka, Japan's third largest city, is tops for street food. Don't miss its signature dish, takoyaki, grilled octopus dumplings. It also has the most dramatic of nightscapes, a dazzling display of LED lights, animated signage and flashing video screens along the canal-side strip to Tonbori. The city, Japan's oldest merchant center, has a pace, spirit and zest for life all of its own. Its unofficial slogan is Kuada or eat until you drop. In addition to nightly accommodation fees, Osaka hotels will typically charge an accommodation tax that varies depending on the standard nightly rate. 10. Kamakochi. One of the most stunning natural vistas in Japan, Kamakochi is a highland river valley enveloped by the soaring peaks of the northern Japan Alps. Easy day hikes are possible along the pristine Azusagawa through tranquil forests of willow, larch and elm. The birthplace of Japanese alpinism, Kamakochi is also the gateway for more challenging treks up some of the country's tallest mountains, such as Yari-ga Take, 3,180 meters. Private cars are banned from Kamakochi, which lessens the impact of the crowds. A visit to Kamakochi transports you deep into Japan's mountainous heartland and to one of its most cherished alpine landscapes. Long considered the domain of gods, Kamakochi has special significance for many Japanese while also offering some of the best hiking in the country. Leisurely trails follow the beautiful Azusa River while more intensive, expert courses lead high into the mountains and to above 3,000 meters to the summits of Mount Hotaka, Mount Yari and other peaks. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure hit that like button. Also subscribe our channel before you go. Thank you for watching video.